Minecraft world that I have with my boyfriend. Oh shoot, it's nighttime, so I'm gonna work on getting some stuff that he needs since he's at work, and kind of solidifying the rest of my farm and my little tiny little mine shaft. I'm kind of stuffed up, and it's kind of a pain in the fucking ass, but it's alright. It's alright. Let's go here. Let's put the vanilla up in there. I wish I had the auto sorting thing. Why is there something out of there? God dang it, Jones. I find it hilarious that it's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I have tomato. Sounds good. Alright, hang out. Alright. I think there's a good chance it's legit. Obviously, nothing in this world is 100%, but I'm happy with an expert coming in. Just trying to make sure. How you doing? I am doing absolutely fabulous. I have all of the things I need. That's just extra food. It is every day a 1922 high-relief peace doll walks in the door. This guy got a quote. Yep. That's actually gonna go here. It's always nice to get because it is such a pain in the ass to have my inventory trying to open it all the time. Okay. Then we're putting the rest of the food in here. Stuff I don't need currently. I think I have more carrots planted in here, but I need to get pigs. So, we're just gonna do it this way. I need to cover that hole eventually, or flatten this a little bit more. I covered this hole on the stream yesterday. Trying to find more animals for my pins. Oh, that's the hole I started digging out. Cool, I'm glad it's like near what I need. Ooh, sheep. Come here, sheep. Come here, little guy. Okay, this is zombie. I'm hoping I can just kind of grab one animal at a time while I'm doing this part of it, because it's gonna be a pain to try to get cows and sheep at the same time. There you go, buddy. The world just loaded in, so I think it's gonna be a minute for things to start spawning. Are you a crow? Are you gonna eat my crops? Did you eat my crops? I don't know. I don't know what all the farming mod adds and all the fun little things he did. Let's see. I'm much more comfortable talking to the non-existent chat, because there's not anyone really watching at the moment, than I am. Oh, some wolves! Come here, guys! Come here. Come here, I need more of you. Oh, thank goodness. Cool, I have at least one. Come on, pig. I'll give you $65,000. What about 90? I think 90 is fair. You were willing to take 20 grand for it. You weren't willing to offer me 20 grand for it. I think 75 is fair. Meet me in the middle at my skin looks pretty cool. I'd like to think so. Alright, come on, guys. Good job. Alright, let's go front. I'll write you up. I made 80,000 on the coin. I'm super excited about it. Definitely gonna keep playing poker. Hopefully I get another coin like this sometime. Hey, how's it going? There are holes all over this place. Looks like something fancy. Very fancy. You just need a sheep and a couple of cows. I mean, it definitely looks French. That's about my extent of knowledge on this thing. Let me grab my dad real quick. Ah. Pops. The bison scare me. I'd rather not be around them. Those will spawn. All the
extra shit spots, but not what I want.
This is really fancy. Boutet or boutet? Boutet.
Oh, that's a pretty horse.
French. I'm not really good at pronouncing English.
Hi, buddy. Are those blueberries? No. Another bison. No, thank you. Bison. Ah. Oh, Lord.
It's rare, it's beautiful, and it's very, very well kept. That's really, really nice. Boutet, he started doing this
That's
around
a nice
1800-ish.
hole.
He was like the Rembrandt of guns. I mean, before Boutet, there was
we got plenty of chickens spawning in.
To really combine the both of them. You had to be really, really wealthy to have a gun like this. He was Napoleon's gunsmith. Yeah, I think he was like an armorer with bullets. There was lots of these guns out there.
Oh, it's a little baby.
They're made for royalty, but they really weren't that great of a gun because the royals were probably never going to fire it anyway.
Ooh, that's a nice little
This is really fancy.
hole.
That is gold inlay, where they would literally keep on pounding the gold into the steel till it stuck. This is burled walnut, hand checkered. All these pieces down here are really high quality steel, and high quality steel like this was
I'm
really
so
expensive
confused as to how they're those freaking cows.
crazy quality. And there's probably some other stuff
I bet
about
they're.
it I don't know.
Hi, dog.
Should I give Alex a call? Well, how much do you want for it? Because if he wants $50, I'll just give that now. It's not going for $50. I'm looking at 10 grand. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Of
most likely
course.
worth at least that. It could be more. I just
Come
got a lot
here.
of questions on it, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll call Alex. They're bringing in an expert. I think it's a really good idea because I'm guessing at what the value of this firearm is. I'm hoping he will up the ante. Period.
I can't tell if that's another cow over there or if I'm blind.
Holy! Can I pick it up, please? This is stunning. So, Boutet was the gunsmith in France in the 18th century and into the beginning of the 19th century. He was so good that he was the royal gunsmith to Louis XVI, who was the final king before the Revolution. And not only was he his gunsmith, but Napoleon made him his gunsmith. So the guy had a long career as basically the finest gunsmith, certainly in France, but many people would argue in the world.
I'm gonna add wool to the tops of those.
Let me just see that. So it's about probably a 50 or 60 caliber, which doesn't really mean anything in shotgun terms, but for people like
yeah,
today,
no, I'm blind. It was
about
leaves
a 20 or
floating.
22 gauge. It's muzzle loading. It's flintlock.
But I bet you,
Like
yep.
to just see the. Oh yeah.
Not
so
even here for
what I'm
a
doing there
minute.
is just making sure that these springs
And I found more
are
sheep.
still good, and they certainly
Cool.
are.
I'm just missing a cow.
Yep. And so it's a double trigger. So one trigger fires one cock, the other fires the other. So you see Boutets.
So they're literally all just spawning over here.
There's a series of Boutets at the Met in New York. They are all over Europe. So basically, what we may have here is a one-off piece by one of the best.
It's gonna get dark soon, I think. Is that it's in the middle of the day? I don't know. Where's the sun at? Yeah, it's starting to get dark out. We just don't have a sun right now. That's cool, I guess.
Easily about $10,000. One like this on a scale of 1 to 10
Come
as
on.
far as
Come on.
this is about a 6. So they get very, very decorative. The one thing I'd like to do is I'd like to test it. If it fires how I believe it would, I'd be more comfortable evaluating it. Do you mind?
Yay, babies.
So we can test it out? Sure. And we'll meet you out there, okay? See you at the range, man.
Yay, a better food source. Oh, Lord. Where are the rest of my carrots?
I saw a really nice bouquet at work today. Hello, boys. Hey! So the bouquet looks all polished up and ready to go.
Oh.
The bouquet is shiny, yeah. One of the things I have found in this direct sunlight is actually the barrels are also marked. So this barrel is marked bouquet, and then the other side, it's marked manufactured in Versailles, and it has a serial number 322. So that actually might be traceable, which is really nice to see on the barrels. So that's an added bonus. I brought some shot. I've got some triple F black powder. We're going to load about 50 grains, which is a pretty light load for this, but just to be safe with it. and I set up some fruit targets. Let's do this. This shotgun is like a piece of art. Typically, I wouldn't fire this gun, but collectors search for firearms like this. And if it's successful, I do think it'll help the value. All right, so I think I should shoot it? I'll shoot it. I have waited half of my life to shoot a butte. Let me try it. Alex is gonna shoot it. Okay. All right, here we go. There we go. That was good. So it fires, it works, everything's perfect on it? It functions exactly as it should function. And I'm not surprised, because Butte is the finest gunmaker of all time. What do you think it's worth? I think if this went to auction in this condition, I wouldn't be surprised to see it sell for $30,000.
Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta run to the restroom.
It's really nice.
Real quick. I'm gonna, like, put myself in a cage.
Well, thanks, man. I'll talk to you later. Very welcome. And it was a pleasure, Dennis. Thank you for letting me fire it.
Boom.
Alright. See you guys. Good luck. Take care, man.
Alright.
So
I will be back.
I'm assuming you want a little
Hi guys, I am back. I just can't be too cautious on, oh darn, I don't have max on this realm, because we are playing on hard and I really don't want to die and lose all my XP.
Now, the craftsmanship's amazing. You can still see, or is it a kiln, burn marks and everything on the bottom. So it went into a kiln like this. And
What we're going to be doing here in a few
if you look at this from 3 or 4 feet away, it looks like wood. I mean, it's all
going on a little adventure
How much are you looking to get out of this?
Get some sand and whatnot. Well, actually we're gonna deal with. I think this is Jonas's chest.
It's 2,000 years old, like, you have kids playing with it and everything.
And I want to steal stuff from it, but I know I shouldn't.
I'd like to look at it, if you don't mind.
Oh lord.
Give Bob a call. I have a friend who know a lot about this. Alright? Hang on.
We're gonna put that stuff in there.
I'm hoping the expert can value it to my asking price, because I want to get rid of it.
What's up, Bob? How you doing? Hi there. How are you? That is
where's my axe?
I can tell
So
you a couple
confused.
things about it. 2,000 years ago, they made animals to go into a tomb.
I don't think I have one anymore, actually.
They placed these animals around. All of
Actually, I don't think I have one.
They'd be companions.
And so we're stealing all of the cobblestone to make some shovels and an axe.
Was going to be somebody's dinner in the afterlife. It would have only gone to somebody fairly important. And
What's up, dog?
Very rare.
Oh yeah, with this furniture add-on, you cannot be holding anything when you get into the bed. Or it'll place it on top of the bed and you could break the bed and it's so annoying. But like, it's still really pretty, so I genuinely do not mind. Where are all my sticks at? Oh my god, another zombie head.
So you think this is 100% real? Yeah, 100%
Numero
real. 300
3.
BC to 300 AD ancient.
Okay, we're gonna go steal a stick from him. We're gonna go steal a few sticks from him. Oh no, not that.
8,000.
That.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they definitely fixed this add-on. It's slow opening crafting tables, however.
My pleasure. It's amazing to see anything that's 2,000 years old, but it was in a tomb that has been protected from the elements and the ages. So of all of the ancient cultures, Kalina seemed to survive the best. So you want 4,000 for it?
We're gonna
I give you 4
move all
because it does take a long time to
this stuff around.
Okay, awesome. Please.
You want to go right her up? Alright, hopefully I'm not superstitious, so I'll meet you up over there.
Alright.
Oh, we're gonna need a, well, I'm gonna need an extra bed.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how can I help you?
White
So
wool.
I am trying to sell this leather biker jacket. I'm thinking it's from either World War I or World War II. I just don't really know much about it.
Is your Harley parked out front?
Oh yeah. I'm at the pawn shop today to try to sell my vintage leather biker jacket that I believe is from either World War I or World War II. I'm hoping to get $1,000 for this jacket, especially since vintage clothing is coming back and the jacket is in such good condition. If I make the sale today, I'll probably save some of the money, give some of it to my dad, and maybe buy him a new record player.
The jacket's really cool. So where did you get it?
I found this when I was cleaning out closets in my house. My dad has always collected vintage leather jackets, and this one was just in there.
Well, it's definitely a cool jacket. Alright, let's take a look at it here. Alright, we definitely got leather. It's showing some good age that leather would show as well. It's got the word Mac on the front, which maybe was a name. It has the airborne patch on it with the eagle right there. another patch over here. It says Allied Airbornes. Some writing on the back. The battered bastards of Bastogne. So, I definitely do agree with you. A wartime jacket, probably from the 40s or whatnot. But looking at the patches, I don't think this would have been like a motorcycle jacket. This looks like it would have been maybe like a pilot's jacket or something like that. I have some concerns though. I don't feel like the writing and the patches match up with the cut of the jacket. Looking at this jacket, it's cut more in the style of a European jacket. An American jacket would have come down more, kind of more flat. This is more typical of a European cut. How much are you looking to get for it?
I was thinking 1,000.
I mean, that's not out of the question. Honestly, if it checks out, I could probably give you more than 1,000 for sure and still leave room to make some money.
That would be great.
But I have some questions about this jacket. Can I have someone come down and take a look at it? They specialize in, you know, military memorabilia. You have a little time to wait?
Yeah, for sure. No problem.
Give me just a few minutes. I'm going to make a phone call and get someone down here.
Okay, no worries. My main concern is that we don't know the history behind the jacket, so it could be fake and not worth anything.
Well, here's Alex.
Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you.
He should know a lot more about this jacket than you or I.
Okay, perfect.
Wow. There's a bunch going on with this jacket. The battered bastards of Bastogne, that's referencing the Battle of the Bulge. The 326th jumped at Normandy, and the Eagle is of the 101st Airborne Division. If you're going to have something from World War II that is referencing an American victory, it's Bastogne or Normandy, but this is both.
Eventually gotta
This jacket has some
find
really cool history.
the
battered bastards
ocean.
of Bastogne. So these guys were
But right
surrounded by
now,
the German troops, very little
not
ammunition.
too worried about it.
December and January
Because,
1944 and 45.
like, there's still that little chance of, aw,
They were going to be annihilated, and the American commander just wrote one word back: nuts.
we're
From that
making
point
a
on, the
boat.
German troops retreated all the way to the final end of the war. Now, you don't see anything like this often. It's actually really classic German pilot leather jacket. A Luftwaffe pilot would have had this. It's got that high crop. So the way this would have come about is an American soldier would have captured the German pilot and taken his jacket, and then essentially he made this a memento of the war.
So I know that these are faked often. What are the steps we can take to figure out if this jacket was painted wartime?
All right, so we start here and zoom in. Now, you can see here on this A and B, you see all
This
that
is therapeutic,
slidering of the paint.
honestly.
And you see how the leather itself has little peaks and valleys.
And I should be able to.
If it were new
Oh my god. Oh, I don't have.
paint,
No.
little valleys and nooks and crannies. And so I am
Do I have?
completely sure that
Yes,
that paint
yes, yes,
is
yes.
authentic to the World War II period.
Yeah.
How much is it worth?
So maybe.
It's a one-of-a-kind piece, and
Maybe.
it is fantastic.
Come here,
I
doggies.
would not be surprised to see this
Come
thing
here,
sell at
doggies. Where are my
$12,000.
dogs?
Wow.
All right, well, thanks for coming down.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
See you, chum.
All right, I'll give you $1,000 for it.
Well, now that we know it's worth a lot more than that, what do you think about raising the price?
As cool as it is, when you're talking about, you know, $12,000, it's going to take a very special person to buy this. I just don't think that it's a
Okay.
good fit for me right now. Put this in an auction, you'll
Eesh.
probably get the $12,000, maybe even more, and you can come back and thank me later.
All right, well, I appreciate you. Thank
Have a
you.
good day. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you too. I'm pleasantly surprised that the expert told me the jacket is worth $12,000. I hope to jack it up and
My dogs are lost already.
have a watch here.
Okay. Apparently it's an old watch.
I hope so.
Where did you get it?
Okay,
A
I
garage
think
sale.
Really cool watch.
that's
You mind me asking
from
what you paid
this.
for it?
$20.
Then
I came into the pawn shop today to try to sell my antique pocket
we're
watch.
gonna go
I'd
over
like to
this
sell it because
way.
I don't like pocket watches. If
We've
I
got
get
a bed,
500,
we've
if I
got
get 800, I'll be
food.
happy. Anything works for me.
Do you know much about it?
I don't know anything about it. I just
We
discovered
ain't
it.
really found much.
So,
Well, I can tell you a little bit about it. It's a,
I guess I should
William
kind of watch the water
That's an
too
American watch
for
company that later
squid.
became Waltham Watch Company. Abe Lincoln actually carried a Waltham watch.
wow.
This is absolutely amazing back here.
I don't think we have
Butler
spruce.
Hero saved my life at Cross Keys.
I'm gonna hop off and
Robert
grab
M.
some
Scott.
real quick.
That's
Something good?
that is something good. I'm assuming that's the Civil War. The watch is probably 1870s, 1880s. Pretty easy to date them. First off, it's a key wine and a key set. By the 1890s, they were almost all going to stem wines. That would make it right around the right time period. It has to be the Civil War. You just increase the cool factor by like 10 times.
Aww,
okay?
babies.
Because this actually belonged to a Civil War veteran.
Okay.
Okay? That was given to that
Okay,
person
I
by
don't
another
see
Civil
any
War veteran.
dark oak.
Okay.
Who saved his life at Cross
But like
Keys,
these biomes
which
are more
was a battle.
transitional now.
One of the greatest gifts you could give in the 19th century was a pocket watch. Imagine someone gave this to a friend who saved his life during the Civil War. I have never seen anything like it. Do you know if it runs?
No.
Oh yeah, I can use spruce for
It's wanting to work. It's working.
coal and
That's positive,
shit
right?
too.
Yes, I mean the great thing about this watch is it's
I've either got to be coming up on a village. Ooh, yeah. Holy crap!
Porcelain dial on it that doesn't have one crack. These things are notorious for cracking. There's a huge
Yeah, this is
market for Civil War
awesome.
stuff.
That
And
is
a pocket watch
scary.
in this condition with
That's
engraving on the back
spooky.
is
Ah!
a fortune.
Oops.
Collectors would
This
line
is
up
why
out
they
the
don't
door to
trust me
buy this
driving.
thing. I mean,
Oh.
this has got me really fascinated right here.
Wow.
I'd really like to find out who these people are. These could be important people.
And like I can
battle.
basically just follow this path back
I have a buddy who knows just about everything there is to know about
to the
Civil
house,
War.
but this
There's something
generation
special
is
here. You might have a lot more money.
awesome.
All right,
Great.
I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Oh,
Since
it's
he's calling in
almost
the expert,
night.
that must mean something good.
Oh no,
I
oh
hope
no,
so,
oh
anyway.
no.
Mark, how's it going?
Gonna
All right.
hop up on the
You guys normally hop
shore,
down here when they've got,
and then we're
historical
gonna just spam sleep.
I have this watch here, and the engraving
That's
says
what
it's
we're
the Battle
doing.
of Cross Keys. The Battle of
Did
Cross
anyone
Keys
message
was an
me?
interesting
No,
one. This was
sad.
early on in the Civil War. This was Stonewall Jackson, one of the best-known generals
Let me go to
on the
sleep.
southern side, and Cross
Thank
Keys
you.
was one of the battles
Oh,
with the Union
Lord.
forces, and the Confederates had about 5,800 men in this battle. The Union side had over 11,000 men in this battle, and the Union lost. Were you able to find out anything about those names or anything like that? Well, there are a number of Robert M. Scotts out there. There are a number of Earl Butlers out there. They don't show up in the historic record individually that I could find. I mean, the watch is really cool. I mean, it seems like it's from the right time period and everything like that. Do you think it's legit? Hey, do you mind if I take a closer look at it?
Please.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The time period would be probably the late 1880s, so the name on it and the serial number both fit. That's all good. And if you were going to fake a piece,
I guess we're
like
going this way now.
you would pick a battle that everybody's heard of. You know, it'd be thanks for saving my life at Gettysburg or something. And that the engraving is all hand done. In looking at it, I think
I love
that
how it's like
this is-
struggling to keep up almost.
This appears to be correct.
I really hope this
I
isn't
think
the
it's
end
a
of the
very
line.
nice memorial from the Civil War. This is somebody in post-war years who said,
It
I want to say
doesn't
thank
look
you.
to be
Hopefully that helps. Thanks, man. Not a problem.
Should grab
Thank you very much.
one of those.
What do you want for it?
2,000.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the two people on there are really not known. So, $700.
Technically not
But the
the
battle's
end of the line, but
1,800.
damn near close enough.
Only worth $4 or $5. Let me give you $1,000 for it.
Just trying to make sure nothing
Come on, you're gonna
spawns
make a
on
profit
me.
either way. How about 15?
Because I don't know what the new biome or new mob is, or whatever the hell it
$1,300,
is.
not a dime more.
Oh,
13 will
there's a
work.
cow.
Okay, $1,300.
I've been looking for
I'll
one of
meet you
y'all.
right up front over there.
All right, thanks. Bought it for $20, and I'm walking out with $1,300. I'm ecstatic. I couldn't be happier.
Hey, how's it going? Good. I brought you some autographed Hollywood postcards.
About 1,500 blocks away from home.
Neighbors. Whoa. Great Gambino. It's Bambino. Oh. The collection is over 250 vintage Hollywood autographed postcards.
Honestly, I still ain't even that far from the house.
I am hoping to get $2,500 for it today, and I think I'll take around $1,000. Let's start here. Where did you get them? My great uncle was a grip in Hollywood in the 50s, and he would have them sign them and then send them to my mom.
I already know it's not a good idea to just be running around in that biome. Ow! Fuck you!
This is incredible. We got John Wayne.
Oh, that noise. Those fucking noises scare me.
An actor's less likely to say no to an autograph if they have to work and see somebody every day. It looks like most of them were personalized. What was your mom's name? Susan. Susan? Okay. Some are a little more than others. Some are just...
OMG. There's a village! Fine, right? Is that a village?
Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor.
Looks like one.
Some disease where she was covered from head to toe with hair.
I hear mobs. I hear zombies more specifically.
All hers fell out after a few weeks of being born. But could you imagine if Elizabeth Taylor was the hairiest woman on the planet?
Well, this isn't what I was looking for, but I'm not mad about it. Maybe this is like the fancy village. Ooh, this is a nice house. Oh, they have purple beds. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I haven't found any. No way I just got 2. No way my inventory is already full. Okay.
None of these are real. And if they are real, I don't know if they're worth more than the others. Without knowing a bit more, I don't know how to price this. Before we go any further, how much do you want for them? I was thinking 2,500 for all of them. Okay, basically I need to make sure your uncle wasn't just trying to impress your mom every couple months by sending her one of these. Understandable. You mind if I call someone in to take a look? He's probably one of the best signature experts you're gonna get. Okay, sounds great. All right, my man. When it comes to celebrity autographs, this guy might have a gold mine on his hands, or it could be a huge pile of white lies from his uncle. Either way, $2,500 is a lot of money, so let Steve be the judge. Earlier, a guy came in with a huge collection of celebrity signed postcards from the 1940s and 50s. I'd never seen a collection quite like it, so I called up my buddy Steve to come down and take a look. Hopefully, he'll be able to tell me if they're legit and what they're worth. That's like a pretty crazy assemblage here. This guy has over 250 autographs from the 1940s and 50s. Wow. So far, it's everything from Babe Ruth to Marilyn Monroe. It's pretty rare you see like a, just a whole collection like this. Obviously this wasn't gotten overnight or whatever. I mean, it's a massive stack. Tell me a little bit about the history. My uncle was a grip in Hollywood during this time, and he would have them sign it to Susie or Susan, my mother, and then he would address to her in Brooklyn and send it to her. And that went on for about 8-10 years. Was it just sitting like in a shoebox packed away in a closet somewhere? It was sitting in a shoebox for as long as I can remember. You took it out of the shoebox, you put it in these containers, and here we are today. That's it. Wow. I mean, I'm kind of blown away by all this. Just the fact that they're all dated.
I think that was it for the village, y'all.
Yeah, actually, I think that's probably the
Okay.
the dates on
Oh, there's
awesome.
Skelly Bro over there.
You could chart these things exactly when they were signed. It's okay if I have a look through some of this? Okay. All right.
Ha. Oh.
You guys know where this is? Jimmy Stewart? That's Jimmy
Trying
Stewart.
not to make the joke.
Balance. Yeah, it's a
But,
wonderful life. One of
like,
the most
I'm a
famous
child.
of all time. You
So
guys
no head.
Paul Newman? We're talking about the dressing, Paul Newman?
My
Yeah,
foot
the
fell
dressing,
asleep, guys.
the
It's
salsa.
uncomfy.
But the great actor Paul
It's
Newman,
like,
one of the toughest autographs to obtain in person. There's no
that's
doubt
my
that his uncle was
biggest
pretty well
thing.
liked on the set to be able to approach someone.
Y'all stop that! You cut that out.
This guy must have been really popular.
Y'all cut that shit out.
You guys know who that is?
No fighting.
Brenda. I mean, this is about one of the
Dog, why are you all the way over?
one of the best actors of all time.
Why are you all the way over there?
I mean, I'm talking like 80s, 90s. If you were lucky enough to approach this guy in the
Oh my god, there's more village. That's why.
I'll give you a set of trivia questions you have to answer. And if
Oh,
you answered one
ow.
wrong, didn't matter, you wouldn't get his autograph. But if you got all 5 right, he'd sign for you.
Boom, boom,
But
boom.
with Marlon Brando, when he signed, especially later in life, it was like
We got freaking diamonds, guys. We found 2 diamonds.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh, there is so much more to the village. Yes. Yes, bestie. Yes. Please don't have that stupid long entrance. Ooh, please have stuff. Yeah. Oh,
So Steve,
yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah.
I think you've got a pretty phenomenal collection here, if it all checks out.
Hells yeah.
Scope today. I mean, I can tell, we've got real writing.
I hear you.
I want to be able to go through my examples, figure out what's here, figure out if anybody.
Sorry, sir. Really not. But, okay, where's the other house? Oh, it's up there. Okay, we're gonna go down then up.
I got you, my man. Whatever you need. If you want to or the conference room,
yeah.
I know it's a lot to ask.
Oh.
Do you mind? No. Anyone guess? Okay. Right on.
Never mind.
You might want to grab some lunch.
You don't have anything I need.
How you doing?
Good. Wandering trader.
So, what do you think?
I wish y'all had a blacksmith.
This stuff is all no good. It was a big waste of my time to stand here.
Oh, this is almost...
That's the unfortunate.
This almost...
Really?
Oh, I don't want to jump down there. I've already been in that one.
Actually, it's probably one of the best collections ever.
Oh, this is a nice little house. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, they have improved significantly. Okay, we're gonna grab that because I know he's gonna want it.
He didn't get him in person, so he really had no idea that someone like Elvis Presley was just sitting at the bottom of the stack. That is incredible. Frank Sinatra. Do you even know Frank Sinatra was in here? No. See, you're learning something new every day.
Yeah.
From 1954. This is basically the height of Frank Sinatra. Babe Ruth, the great Babe Ruth.
Okay, we got that one.
This one I really enjoyed a lot.
I
It's dated
don't remember.
May 3rd, 1948.
Oh my god, there's more.
Babe Ruth was dead.
I think these ones normally have decent.
Pen.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth had a heavy hand, liked to sign in fountain pen.
Yes,
now, I've had a chance to certify
besties.
3,000, 4,000 authentic Babe Ruth signatures in my time at PSA. I've seen
I swear I'm not stealing your stuff.
That's how rare they are.
Oh, you're not even the homeowner.
He came in here wanting $2,500 for all of them.
Cool.
What do you think?
Aw, they're cute. Cute little kitties.
But an amazing collection. When I look at the signatures in here, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, it's an orange one. Oh, my son. Oh, there's a... Wow. Okay, this one's cute too. Why are all these houses so fucking cute? Oh my god, there are so many more houses. You don't have anything. No, you do not. This is such a big village. Jeez Louise. And this is technically the sit. Oh yeah, there are warp stones
Really honest with you, I'm gonna get a lot of
in
money.
these now.
But it's gonna take years and it's gonna take money. As great
Gonna
as
grab
it is to have Babe Ruth's signature, it's really hard to sell it on a postcard or in a stack. It's gonna have to
I
be
go
displayed
do all the
in front of
boring.
I mean,
Well,
we're
this
talking-
isn't boring. This is exploring.
It's gonna cost me $200 to $300 for each one of these.
We're gonna
I
stick
sell,
that in my inventory.
$2,500. I'll give you $6
Gonna
grand.
put
You
that
take
in a
$6 grand?
bundle.
Um,
Podge. I'm gonna put those.
yeah, I think so. That works. I'm sure my mom will be really, really surprised.
Things
that we
I
got
like
$6,000
literally
for it,
cannot
although
get rid of.
Keep it a secret.
Hey, can I help you?
Hello. Yes, actually, I have.
Ah! Oh.
Are you a stamp collector?
I'm not.
Holy
but you
crap!
do appear
Those
to be very
dogs
valuable,
scared
so-
me.
Alright. The
They had
stamp
me
that lost us the
scared.
American colonies. Stamp of 1765 issues in accordance with the Greenville Stamp Act and the attempt to tax
Oh
the
shit!
American
There it
colonies.
is.
Oh, wow. I think this is a stamp in relation to the Stamp Act. Too bad my boss isn't here because he would really want to nerd out on this right now.
I'm here to sell some old stamps that I have. They're definitely unique. I know they're not like the stamps that we use today, that's for sure. I'm asking $250 for the stamps. I feel like they're worth some value because of how old they are.
This is pretty cool. I mean, basically what the Stamp Act was is the British Parliament deciding that all British citizens need to pay a paper tax, whether they lived on this continent or in Britain. So they imposed this Stamp Act of 1765, and if you lived on this continent at the time, it was in America, everyone was from England, so you still had to pay that tax, and this little stamp right here had to be on every single piece of paper, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, there was some type of legal consequence.
Oh, wow. It says America on it, too, actually, on here.
American colonies, yeah. We weren't quite America yet.
This is right before, you know, we fought the Revolutionary War to become free. They're pretty interesting. They almost look embossed.
We're gonna
royal, you know, it kind of looks like
travel back for the time being.
How much are you looking to get for it?
Go drop off this loot and head off in a different direction.
Well, normally I'd just go get my boss, but he's not going to be back for a few hours. If you have a few minutes
it's because I'm literally going the wrong way.
The value of all this kind of stuff.
There we go.
Okay.
This is the correct way.
It could be worth a lot of money.
I'd like to hear what the expert has to say because I'm confident they're valuable, but I'm not exactly sure how much. I'm just taking a wild guess on this.
So, this is what I called you about? I thought it was pretty interesting, but Rick wasn't around, and I figured even if he was, he'd call you down anyways.
He would love this. Yes, you're right. These are really, really interesting. This is something that a collector has put together who collected British revenue stamps. These ones up here are from the 1694 series, which was for general use by the British. However, this one here appears as a stamp issued by the British, lined with the Stamp Act. Well, the Stamp Act was a way for the British Crown to raise money in the colonies in America. Remember, they had just come out of fighting the French and Indian War. They emerged victorious, but it was very expensive, and they wanted to recoup some of that money. So they came up with a Stamp Act, which specifically targeted the Americas. It mainly affected items on paper, although it also affected dice. I mean, who knew?
No gambling without a tag.
Exactly. I'll make sure it says America. The British issued all sorts of revenue stamps in the 18th century. If it says America, we're in business. Yes, it does. Yeah, this one says America. This is wonderful. So this is an important stamp.
Seems like there'd be a lot of these if you had to stamp it on every piece of paper.
You would think it was a relatively short-lived act. It was introduced in 1765 and just a few months later repealed. So there wasn't a lot of opportunity for their use.
What kind of value would you put on it?
Well, the basal value is about $400 or $500 if you're buying it in a stamp auction. But this also has some other stamps. I think to any advanced collector, it's easily $1,000 item.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Appreciate it.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
Looks like someone's happy with what they heard.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm working with 1,000 now. How does that sound to you?
It sounds like a little too much to me. Would you take $450?
$450. That, I think maybe if it was just these, but...
What are you thinking?
Well, I don't want to sell them for half what they're worth, so how about $650?
You think you could do $600?
I don't think so. That's a little too low. That's almost selling them for half what they're worth.
$250 to $650, huh?
Take them back with me.
I really want to show them to my boss, so I'm going to make a deal. $650.
$650.
All right. Meet me right up here at the counter. Okay. I'll take these.
I'm leaving here with $650 for those stamps, and that's more than I was looking for, and that's awesome.
Oh, Lord. I forgot that you could fall in snow. I didn't know it would hurt you, though. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
All right. Whoa. I mean, this is definitely some money right here. I really want to make a couple $1,000 a day. It's a couple of items.
Well, shit.
Exactly what they were.
We're just gonna sleep down here, because we know it's safe.
The things I had to trade for it, it better be one of a kind. Alright, so where did you get this stuff? I have a buddy that lives in England, and he has an antique store, and we buy and we trade from each other. And I had something he wanted, so he happened to trade me for this stuff. Alright. These are more like fragments of something. Yeah, it was a brooch. Obviously some kind of jewelry. I mean, all this stuff is... I mean, the problem is, I don't know what it is. These two are really intriguing. This is really neat. I think it's what's left of a copper bracelet. This is my favorite piece out of all of them. You almost never see legitimate Viking items here in the U.S. Even small and broken pieces, like some of the things in this collection, could be worth a lot of money if they're authentic, because real Viking items are hard to come by. I'm not even sure what everything is, but you never want to dismiss anything too quickly. There might be a diamond in the rough. Did you know much about the Vikings? I mean, just in general?
I knew they were bullies. I like how they would come in and just gangster everything around.
And yeah, that's basically what they did. These were the most iron men you ever seen in your life. And just the way their culture developed was that they just believed it was a lot easier just to go take stuff from people than to actually trade with them. You know, if you went to most parts of Europe, there was planting season. Well, in Scandinavia, they planted crops and everything, but there was also raiding season. I have always been fascinated with Viking history. Their exploits are
So we didn't go out exactly for what we wanted, and we learned something new. But, like, and I'm hoping that I can find the rest of what I need later, I guess.
And did you have an idea what you
I do
wanted
not
for
like
this
this biome. I want to get back to the ground. I want to get... Oh, shit. Let's get to those ice spikes over there.
I can't tell you
Yep.
when it was made.
Let's get onto that frozen
I don't
lake.
know if this is
That is
Celtic
the
from,
safest
like,
option
Ireland,
for me.
Scotland. It's haunted. Okay, I can't tell you anything about it, okay? I can't tell you when this was made, but I can tell you this is gold. So there's a lot more to
Oh,
know
they're
about gold here.
foxes.
So I do
That's
have a friend,
cute.
he is in town. I met him in
Okay.
New York, and he actually works on the
Is that
Viking
an
collection
igloo?
there at the Metropolitan
Or is that
Museum
just
of Art.
ice? I think that's just
Can I have him
ice.
look at this stuff?
Are my wolves with me?
Be my guest. Hang out.
I don't think they are.
Maybe buy something.
Nah, they're not. Not anymore. Don't know where they went. What is this? Oh, it's absolutely nothing. It is literally nothing. So, I'm like 800 blocks away from the house, I want to say. Still going in the right direction, just a different route. Hoping I can find more loot, honestly. Because, like, this haul is not it. I only came back with one different type of tree. Please land in the water. Yes. And then, being under the water kind of scares me. Because I don't know what the fuck is down there. What are you? You're a turkey. Eh. But look at how fast we are zooming. You know, this would be the perfect time to use a boat, but with my luck, I'd somehow fling myself into a wall and die. Oh, Lord.
Is that not Viking? Well, I think the academics would say technically it's not Viking. These are tribes that were not necessarily as migratory as the Vikings or as warlike. They were contiguous with the Viking areas, and they traded quite a bit with them, and they copied their style of garb, their
Okay,
style
there we
of
go.
decoration.
Now we can get the boat out. Ow, my ankle feels like it's fucking broken. Well, actually, I can't feel it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a heat source on my head. I was like, why is there stuff melting around me? Okay, we're about to be able to... Oh, yeah. We literally can just go in a straight line from here. Looking for squid.
The complete bracelet is obviously larger and more interesting. The dragon head terminals are really an attempt to copy Viking jewelry that was being made in Sweden at the time, around the 10th century. And this item would probably be worth...
If there's anything I missed, let me know.
Alright, and this stuff.
I've got the quartz up for a reason. Oh yeah, we're damn near the house. Let's go. Let's go around. Because I cannot seem to find a squid anywhere.
Well, I can't endorse any magic to it, but I would say it would appear from its form and how it's manufactured, these pleiated wires, to be very
That's kind of neat. And a little scary.
Auction estimates on it would be something between
6,000 to 8,000 British pounds, which would be, and I'll leave it to you to translate. Please translate, my fine friend. 6,000
I
pounds
think
would be
this
right
is
around,
about as close we're gonna get to the house without.
9,400 bucks. Man, I knew it was worth something. He quoted the bracelet over $9,000, and I think that's great because I only thought I was gonna get $1,000 out of it. So it looks like I hit the jackpot. Thanks for a minute, man. I really appreciate it.
That was like the least successful expedition I think I've gone on in a while.
Bring it back. I'll take a look. Terrific. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. No problem. All right. My pleasure. All right. Let me show you what I want.
Ooh.
Okay, these right here, I want to give you 150 bucks for.
I was thinking more along the lines of about 400. You heard what the guy told you.
I know what he told me, but you know, I don't have a lot of customers going, hey, dude, you got some Viking jewelry?
Is that
I'll go $200 on it.
I don't think it is. Oh, that's such a cute little thing. I think we've seen that before.
That's the best you can do.
Keep them in.
Literally looking for dark oak.
Now this right here, I was thinking right around $6,000.
I was thinking around $8,000.
Okay, plain and simple, I give you $7,000. That is what I will give you. It is a more than fair price.
75?
No, $7,000. Okay, I mean,
You're a hard guy.
I'm not a hard guy to deal with it. You're the one who walked in here and wanted $1,000 for all of it, and you're walking out of here with $7,250.
There's the area.
Okay, well, for the magical gold, we'll have to settle with that, buddy.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna box this stuff up, and I will meet you right over at the lockout.
Okay. 7,200. I'm gone. Hit the jackpot straight to the face. Get on.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good. What can I do for you?
I just came in to sell my helmet here.
How did you get this?
So we were at an estate sale, me and my sister, and came across it and thought it was super cool. It reminded me of an old football helmet, you know, from like the 1800s.
Are you a football player or something?
Yeah, used to be.
I feel like Magneto. Xavier won't get anything from me.
I'm here at the pawn shop today to try and sell my iron helmet. It's really, really old looking.
Exposed iron? What? Really? That's pretty sweet. Very sweet of you, game, to give me a singular piece of exposed iron.
It looks like the craftsmanship of the time.
Ah!
7th, 8th century.
Oh, that's the fucking drawback of this freaking pickaxe. I forgot about that.
Really cool. It's an Anglo-Saxon
We're just
helmet.
gonna
They would have been worn by, you know, all kinds
that.
of people.
Oh, I
even
can't put
like
that in there.
or something
I'll
similar
put
like
those
this.
in there though.
I think it's made out of iron. I'm pretty buff, so it doesn't seem very heavy, but I mean, probably weighs, what, about 5 to 8 pounds maybe, I'm thinking?
Yeah.
If you're getting an arrow shot at your head, I'd rather have this than a piece of wood there, right?
Yeah.
This is going to protect you a lot more. How much are you looking to get?
I want to get $750 for it.
Honestly, I don't know if it's worth $750, $7.50, or $7,000. I really have no idea. If it's real, it could be worth more than
Okay.
that. I'd like
I
to
just
have my
realized
come
where
down,
that
test it, see if it's from the period,
warp
and maybe
totem
we'll be able to make a deal.
leads
Awesome,
to.
sounds
It
great.
leads to the
Alright.
fucking
Find
desert
something to buy
that
just
I
in case you get some money from this.
got trapped
Thank you. Really excited
in
for an expert to come in and take a look at it. I'm
when
hoping
we
authenticated so I
started
can
the
get it.
realm.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Dudley, how you doing, bud?
Whoa, it wasn't me.
Take a step back. So that's what you called me down for. I thought you said you had a sexy helmet.
Oh, well, it was on me, so it was sexy for quite a few minutes.
No, it's not a sexy helmet. What you've got appears to be an authentic Anglo-Saxon helmet. But to find one in this condition, you just don't find them. Iron doesn't last for 1,500 years. When you find them, they're usually powder. So my guess, this wouldn't have been found in the ground. It would have either been in a bog or possibly a river, someplace where there wasn't a whole lot of oxygen that could get to it to have it deteriorate.
What do you got to do to test it out and make sure it's real?
This little gun will shoot a little beam of X-ray into it. if everything goes right, the XRF is going to show me the metals it's made out of. Okay. And that will tell me if this card is steel, which is how it would have been made 1,500 years ago. So let's take a look at it. So it's made 99.76% iron, and then traces of copper, zinc, chromium. This is steel. So this is what it should be made out of.
Okay. It's official?
It's a 1 in a million. I mean, it's that rare. I've got goosebumps. I just don't see these things. I mean, this is just...
Well, I got goosebumps now, too. What kind of person would, collect something like this?
It's a museum piece or somebody who is a refined collector and wants to show off that, man, I've got something that nobody else has. It's very desirable.
All right, and the most important question, what's it worth?
A lot. $15,000.
$15,000.
$15,000.
Now I'm sad I didn't buy it for $750.
Shouldn't have called me.
Well, I appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
If I make a sale, I'll give you a call and let you know. See you later. All right. He said it's worth about $15,000. It's a small market, but it is desirable. Would you be able to take $7,500?
No, can't do 7,500. The expert said 15,000, so I think we'll start at 15,000. It's 1 in a million find.
I'm not going to be able to pay you $15,000 for it. You got to give me some room in here. What? Give me a good number that you'd be happy with.
How about 11,000?
11,000 is a lot better than 15,000, but still more than I want to pay. 95.
Can you come up a little bit more than 95? I know. Just telling you the rarity of it and the condition it's in.
I really can't. 9,500 leaves me a good amount of room. And I have to sell it. It could stay here for a year. It could stay here for 2 days.
$10,000?
10 big ones. I'm not going to let it walk over 500. So for $10,000, you have to do it.
$10,000? It's yours.
Pleasure. I'll meet you over at the counter.
I'm shocked. I had no idea it was worth that much. I can't believe I'm leaving here today with $10,000. It just blows my mind.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up?
I'm looking at sell a book.
Sell a book. What kind of book is it?
It's an annual register.
I wonder if he'll notice this. Like, I wonder if there's anyone even... Yeah, no one watching, but that's fine. I don't mind. I'm enjoying this. Do.
This is 1777 in England, okay? When this came out, this was all news from the year previous. But the compiling of information was
what
not
else
really
did I
great
need
back
for...
then. This was basically the 1777 version of Wikipedia. People come in here all the time with random items they know very little about. But I actually know what this is. It's like a journal that covers the major events of a year. Imagine the people in England reading this and trying to make sense of this ragtag group in the colonies that were willing to put their lives on the line to fight against the most powerful country in the world. I'm sure a lot of them were none too pleased. Where did you get it?
That was my grandfather's.
Okay.
And we recased it to stabilize the book so pages wouldn't fall out.
Generally, you don't restore old books, just so you know. Unless it's, like, absolutely necessary.
It was absolutely necessary.
Looking through it, it's most likely pro-English. It would probably be a really interesting read, everything they have to say about those damn colonists trying to rebel from the king. All right, here we go. The Articles of the Confederation.
Well, what's all that about?
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh. It's the Articles of the Confederation. It's the first Constitution of the United States.
Oh, okay.
All right, what do you want to do with it?
I was looking to sell it.
How much were you looking to get out of it?
$2,000.
I'm intrigued. I'm deeply intrigued because something printed in 1776, it has things like the Declaration of Independence in it. Could be some serious money. Son, do me a favor. Before you leave, you call Rebecca. All right, bye. Love you too. Rebecca knows everything there is to know about books.
Okay.
Why don't you look around for a little bit? We'll wait on Rebecca and
Cool. Sounds good.
It's amazing to think what was going on in the world when this book was published. And the fact that this is printed in a British point of view makes it really interesting. I have to be honest, I've never seen anything like this. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rick. Nice to see you.
A guy brought in an old annual register. These things aren't usually a big deal, but this one is from 1776. It includes the Declaration of Independence and the Articles of the Confederation. It's an amazing find, and Rebecca's going to help me come up with a price. That's it.
Really cool.
One bad thing is, though, he did rebind it.
It's definitely a rebind and definitely a recent rebind. But it will affect the value of the book, just so everyone knows.
That's your opinion.
Oh, no, it's not her opinion. She knows.
You know, you come to me for an appraisal, I'm going to give you my opinion.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to get. So you've got the Annual Register. This is actually a pretty important publication at the time. It was edited by Edmund Burke, who was a member of Parliament. He was famous, incidentally, for supporting the American colonists in the Revolution.
Okay.
For example, he gave a very famous speech supporting the repeal of the tea tax. You know, the tea tax that led to the Boston Tea Party. So,
That's why the history books read it. I know the real story.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to get into that with you. But one thing that's cool about this, too, there are descriptions of battles in here, including the major defeat of Washington in New York. And it was a huge loss for Washington. They had to retreat over the Delaware, very famous. And it was a pretty good example for the English. They're reading about this saying, of course, the American colonists don't stand a chance. The Annual Register was the perfect publication for any kind of gentleman or any educated man who wanted to know what was happening in the world. Not only history, but politics. Anything that people were talking about was put in this magazine.
So, what do we have here?
This is really a landmark here, period. I mean, not only do you have the description of battles, but you have the Declaration of Independence, you have the Articles of Confederation. It's kind of like banger year.
But that doesn't necessarily equate to value.
You're right. This one you have issues. I mean, there's a tape repair here, and I really mean literally tape, which not good. And then, of course, you've got the rebind. So, with all of that in mind, I would value it at about $3,000.
$3,000? That much?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. All right. You're the best.
Yeah. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Take care.
Awesome.
If Rick decides to go forward with this, I don't think he'll have a hard time finding a buyer. Americana is a huge area in collecting. Everyone loves it.
Well, what's the plan, Stan?
Oh my god, I keep forgetting to save it.
Well, let's start at $2,000, and I will not be bartered with.
We're just gonna look and see what this will look like. Ooh, I like that actually. It's cute. Can't wait to have a roof on this house. Okay. We're gonna put up this miscellaneous wood stuff.
Let me give you $1,500.
Oh yeah.
Let's go 16. We got a deal.
All right. I'll go $1,600.
Awesome.
I will meet you right up front.
Cool. Sounds good. I feel great. I would have walked away with 1,000 and been just as happy. Don't tell Rick that.
Little kid got me. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. I'd like to sell this gold coin if I
Okay.
could.
Okay, and then
A Spanish stamp here. This is like the Royal Crest.
anything else I can put in here for him?
I got that from my grandfather when he died. He left a
Books for him too. I think he uses those. I'm not 100% for sure. I don't know. I'm hoping that. Okay.
He kept it in plastic, so it's in really good shape. Looks really old, and I don't really have any use for it. So I'm gonna see what they can do for me here.
I'm gonna have to make these into pumpkin seeds so I don't forget.
Much about it at all.
Okay. I know a little bit about the coin. I mean, it's 8 escudos. It was from Lima, Peru. They had like the worst mines in the world. I mean, it was 2,000 feet deep. You would go down. There was cave-ins. There was no ventilation. There was no nothing. It was just really, really brutal. But it made a fortune for the Spanish. When the Spanish occupied Latin America and South America, they used forced slave labor to work the mines.
And then we're gonna move the food inside. Well, all the stuff I can, like, carry at the moment. Okay, so this is for meat.
So if this is a real piece of Spanish treasure from the 1700s, I want it. So do you want to pawn it or sell it? I want to sell it.
And veg slash
Okay. This coin is in really great shape, but this is easily counterfeited. There's a lot of fakes out there. So I'd really like someone to take a look at it, if you don't mind. No. I got a buddy who knows everything there is to know about
damn it.
these. Have him come in, and we'll see what we can do.
Sounds great. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
Good to see you, Rick. Why'd you get me up so early?
Well, I called you down here for this.
I'm doing great, guys. AKA me playing alone.
Colonial coins. You want to know anything about Spanish colonial coins? I'm your man. That's a Lima 8 escudo. In this corner, there's an L. That means Lima, Peru mint. 8 is the denomination. Biggest gold coin the Spanish made. The PVS across the center is an abbreviation for the Latin term plus ultra, meaning more beyond. These 4 columns, which represent the Pillars of Hercules, which was the Straits of Gibraltar. They used to think you sailed out past there, you'd fall off the edge of the world. A few years back, there was a big scandal on some counterfeit.
That's why I wanted to have it checked out.
Did you throw that on the scale?
Yeah, I did. It's 27.0 grams.
That is right on. Very rarely will it be right on 27 grams. Most castings are underweight. I know your concern is, could it be counterfeit? And there are a lot of counterfeit pieces going around. From everything I can see on this one, I'd say it's absolutely genuine.
The goal is to just have all of the beef jerky. Oh, goodness.
I would put a price tag of $18,000 on it.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you coming in, Carl.
Thank you, Rick. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's like finding treasure.
That's gonna go in there.
Okay, so the big question is, what do you want for it?
Sounds like 18,000 to me.
No, I don't. Why don't we give you 10 grand for it?
How about 12?
How about 10 grand?
No, I can take it somewhere else.
How about 10.5?
I could pack it up and go. I wouldn't take anything less than 11,000.
I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. 11,000.
11,000.
Okay.
Get it go. Thank you.
Let's go do the paperwork.
You got it. I'm shocked at how much the coin was worth. I had no idea. Considering I was only asking for $2,000
we have
when I first
a
got
lot
here,
of this stuff pretty well sorted.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right, just looking around.
Sure.
It's fairly certain that's all the fence I'm gonna need. Can I put that up on my food? Just gonna stack those there. What jerky is that? Bacon. Okay.
Is the player piano for sale?
Well, everything
So,
has its price.
I've got to
It's
get on
10 years old.
the set of getting
It's the hit of the store.
that bone meal.
What do you think?
So what would you take for it?
It'd have to be more than 10,000.
That's a lot of wood.
That's a little more than I want to pay.
Well, I'd be in trouble if I sold it. I give it to my wife for her birthday.
How much do you love your wife?
A lot.
Okay. But this place has got going for it. It's pretty damn big, so there might be that one little treasure stashed in the corner somewhere. This is definitely pretty cool. Excuse me.
Question?
Yeah, do you know anything about this?
It's on consignment. I don't know anything about it. It looks like some sort of helmet.
Samurai helmet, it looks like. You're asking $300 for it. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but you're not asking nearly enough for this thing. He had a price for $300. I have a conscience. I believe in karma. I had to tell him what it was worth. Because it could retail for as much as $2,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I own the Ugly Trailer Antiques in Hurricane, Utah, with a samurai helmet. I was really surprised that it was worth that much. That blew me away. I think the customer that has it on consignment will be thrilled.
This is actually really cool. This is a samurai helmet from late Edo period.
When is that?
Early 1600s to basically 1868, I believe, somewhere right around there. You know, you had the emperor, who was like the king, and then you had the samurai, which was sort of like the royal court. They're basically the equivalent of like dukes and earls in England. Over the years, I've seen a few samurai helmets. I've seen a lot of samurai swords. So when you get those things in your store, you try and do a lot of research on them. That way, you know next time they come in, what to look for. I mean, everything on this thing looks right. So, how much will you take for it?
What will you give me? I gotta do a little better than that.
You only wanted 300 to start with. So what will you take for it?
Well, I think after what I've learned about it today, I think we're gonna have at least 2 for it.
1,500?
Come on, you can do better than that. 17.
I'll go 16.
1650.
All right, 1650.
All right. Let's go write it up.
Usually I say that. Just goes to show when you go into an antique store in a small town, every once in a while you can find something. I think I can sell it quick.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, I was in a while ago. I sold an item to you guys, some crabby old bald-headed guy.
You look like an honest guy, but I still don't trust you. Must have been my dad.
Oh, how nice for you.
Couldn't agree with you more.
This is an 1838 Colt Patterson pistol.
Who are you, Pistol Pete?
I am not Pistol Pete. That sucks. I'm a military and gun collector. I swap, buy, trade a lot of different guns. This is the first gun built by Samuel Colt. I'd like to get $15,000 for this gun. If pressed, I could probably go as low as $12,000.
So what's so special about this gun? Now, before this gun, the only real reliable guns out there were the single-shot cap balls. This was the first successful repeating gun.
Yeah, this was the very first one that used a rotating cylinder for a single barrel. The cool thing about this particular piece is that this gun belonged to William R. Manning, who was a Civil War colonel. It's got William R. Manning's name engraved on it on the grip there. Buffalo Bill got this gun from him at some point, returned it to his daughter, May Manning Lilly, and her husband, who was Pawnee Bill.
Forgive me, I don't know who Manning is. I know who Peyton Manning is and Eli Manning. That's about it.
They have to be direct descendants. I mean, I'm certain.
I don't know who this Manning is, but Pawnee Bill was a Western showman that did work with Buffalo Bill. We're talking about some of the most iconic figures in the Wild West. If it checks out, we got a major find here.
I think it's easily worth every penny of $15,000 in this condition with this story.
You know, it very well could be, Moran. It all goes down to condition and serial numbers, and after all that, I mean, I have to be pretty cautious because last one of these I had come in was actually fake. When if I have a buddy of mine come down and check it out? Because, like I said, I can't give you a price on it.
He's not one of those college pukes, is he?
I'm sure he is. He's got that college boy look about him.
No, that would be great. I hope this college puke that they're bringing in doesn't tell me this gun is fake. I'll be quite disappointed.
Right, here we go, man. Colt Patterson pistol with some Buffalo Bill stuff attached to it.
Wow. It's a nice piece.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the gun that started it all. This was the very first percussion revolver.
Right.
Colt chartered new territory with the development of the Colt Patterson. They made about 1,000, and I would guess there are probably 100 left. They're very, very rare and very, very valuable. What's the story with Buffalo Bill?
This gun originally belonged to a William R. Manning,
Okay.
who was a colonel with the 50th Artillery Regiment from Georgia during the Civil War.
He was a Confederate.
He was a Confederate.
Okay.
Buffalo Bill got this gun
I'm
from him at
looking.
some point,
Oh, I can make his. Oh, I
to his daughter, May
can
Manning
almost
Lilly,
make a
and her
zombie
husband,
plushie.
who was
I still don't have green dye. Oh wait, I can make green dye.
Buffalo Bill is a
Oh my god, where is it?
history, and if you've got a gun that can be even tangentially related to him, you're talking a lot of money. The box, I have no doubt, was sold by this family, and I have no doubt there was a gun in it.
It's not in construction.
Was this the gun in the box?
I think it's in items, but I... Wait. Bada bing, bada boom.
Is this a modern font, or is it an antique font?
Okay. Composter. Oh, it's slabs.
Okay. Corey, what are your concerns?
Had fake ones come in before?
You've had fake Colt Pattersons come in? Okay, yeah, there are fake Colt Pattersons.
Once you add the whole Buffalo Bill thing to it, I just at a complete loss of what to even offer the guy.
There's a characteristic to the Colt Patterson. The barrel is, okay, the barrel's 7.5 inches long.
Were they standard at 7.5 inches now?
They made them 7.5 inches and they made them 9 inches. This is a standard barrel length, which is good. Now, we talked about this being an early gun. Let's look at the serial number. The serial number will appear usually in two places, and they're sort of hard to find places. Pull the barrel off for me. I don't want to be the one that breaks this thing after.
I don't know why I didn't think about this way freaking
the first serial
earlier.
number is going to be right there. You found it there, and let's see what it says. And the serial number is 2.
Whoa, 2.
Is that good? Well, let me put it this way. What's the most expensive pistol ever sold in America?
I don't know.
Colt Patterson. $1 million. Great condition. I mean, it looked brand new.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we are going to have a chest.
It's priceless. This is a really big deal. Okay. I mean, it's a really big deal.
What the fuck is that noise?
There's usually one under the
With a stack of every kind of sapling.
And the number is...
Or with some of every kind of sapling.
Bigger than 2.
How much bigger than 2?
936 numbers bigger than 2.
Man.
Don't be disappointed. This is still a rare gun. You know, very shortly after this gun was made, Colt went bankrupt.
Yes.
One of the things that one of Colt's partners did was that he decided to recover his investment by sort of taking inventory and selling it. And what he did is he continued to assemble and sell Colt Pattersons.
Okay.
And my opinion is that's one of these.
Okay, Colt went out of business.
Yes.
His partner grabbed all the boxes of inventory off the shelves and just started matching guns and putting them together.
Putting things together.
Basically, yeah. This doesn't become an undesirable gun. It just means it's got mismatched serial numbers.
Okay.
That being
This is the only thing I can think to do with all the extra trees.
Okay. The condition of the gun is what I would say is maybe poor plus, but there are probably about 150 to 200 Colt Pattersons that even still remain. And that you have a story which I tend to believe. In other words, the totality of the package here to me says that the story is probably true.
Okay.
So that he was a colonel in the Confederate Army, that's a big deal. Buffalo Bill connection, big deal. With everything I've seen, positives, negatives, I'm probably going to say 2,500.
Peach, apple, pear,
Thank
apple,
you, sir.
pear.
May I ask what you're asking?
More than I was when I brought it here.
I'll just say, not knowing that number, pay the money. Okay. Pay the money. You're not going to get another chance. Appreciate it, man. Take care. Well, it's not number 2, but it's still a Colt Patterson. There were less than 1,000 of these guns made, and that means something. It means that it's a very rare gun.
Well, you heard what he had to say. What do you want for the gun?
I was asking 15. How about 19?
I'm thinking more in the 12 range.
Oh, God. Let's see. I bring in a gun and you want to rob me? I just... 12 is way too low.
Give me another number. I'm not paying 19 for the gun.
Okay, how about 17?
How about we go back to what you originally wanted for it? I'll give you 15.
15, huh? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can do 15.
Tell me we're rich out.
I'm walking out of here with $15,000 green, and I'm going to use it for my collection to get something I really want.
Hey, how about it?
I'd like to try and sell this Colt revolver.
This is cool. Do you know much about it?
I know it's an old piece. I want to say 1800s.
This is a very early Colt single-action arm. This is 1870s, and everyone wanted them. And they also had the world's greatest advertising campaign. God made all men, and Colt made them all equal.
I came down to the pawn shop today to sell my Colt revolver. I don't know much about Colt revolvers. Mine looks old, and I'm hoping it's worth a lot of money. If I'm able to sell the revolver today, I'll probably just take the family on vacation, maybe a cruise or something.
The Colt single-action army really was just incredibly revolutionary. I mean, this was the most high-tech thing around in the 1870s. Before this, it was, you've seen the old movies that, packing the guns with gunpowder and putting balls, and this had cartridges. This was super accurate. This had interchangeable parts. This shot straight. It didn't break. I mean, it was just a high-quality gun. And this is an incredible set of grips. You have a Federal Eagle here. You have the Shield, the Lances. These were twice as much money as any other comparable gun to them. This is the dream gun of every Colt collector. If you have ever seen a Western, you've seen this gun. I want this thing, I want this thing, I want this thing. But I have to make sure everything checks out. So where did you get this thing?
I'm a bail bondsman, and somebody put it up for collateral, and they never paid off the bond, so they surrendered it. There's an appraisal on it. I took it in for $25,000. That's what they owe. That's what I'd like to get.
Okay, and they're saying an obvious factory reversal of the numbers. It's often the case with arms engraved and nickeled. So you want $25,000 for this?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I have someone take a look at this thing? I mean, I just have a lot of questions on the gun. It's really weird that you have two serial numbers on the gun. But if everything checks out, maybe we can make a deal. Great. Okay? Hang out 5 minutes. I'll get him down here, and we'll go from there. Okay?
I'm a little excited and a little nervous to hear what the expert has to say. He might devalue it. Then again, he might increase the value.
It's a pretty neat gun. My big fear with things like this is usually when it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. What do you think?
I mean, at first look, it's gorgeous. What's really nice about this is a normal pistol. This is made in 2 hooks. The grips are the thing that makes everybody go, wow. You see this here, this high relief, these are Civil War scenes. There was a retailer, the largest retailer of firearms in the United States was Schuler, Harbin, and Graham. This style grip is extremely rare. You see it more on older pistols, percussion pistols, but on a single-action army, this grip is, these are hen's teeth.
All right. But there's some really weirdness with the serial numbers.
Most Colt collectors go, I want all matching serial numbers. But I think it's a pretty fair assessment to say, look, these were hand-stamped. They were making them thousands and shipping them out, and that could just be a simple mistake. It could drive the value down a bit, but there's so much right about this beautiful gun that, for me, I would still want it.
So we have an 1876 really fancy Colt.
You got a piece of magic here.
Okay. So what is this piece of magic worth?
I would say that at auction, I would safely guess that this would sell for $35,000. If it went above 50, it wouldn't really surprise me.
Wow. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit less than that, but I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a beautiful piece.
Okay, well, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you.
This gun is an excellent buy for the shop. The model is known as the Peacemaker, but if Rick can get a good deal, it'll be known as the Moneymaker.
All right, so 25, no problem. Amy, what's your best price?
You give me $40,000, I'll walk out the door.
No, if at 40,000, you're walking out the door with the gun.
Even though you can
sell this for 55, 60,000 here.
No, he says maybe.
35.
I go 26.
27,500. Gun's yours.
We got a deal.
Great.
I'll meet you right over there.
Honey, pack your bags, because I'm taking this 27,500, and I'm going to take the whole family on vacation.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
What do we got?
Cool bazooka toy.
Cool. That's really cool till you walk into an airport with it, then you're going to jail.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I mean, it looks very real for it being a toy. You know about what year it was?
I think it was about 50 years ago, like the early 60s, something like that.
Okay, yeah. It would make sense. I mean, dads would come home and tell their kids about what they used in the wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted a bazooka. You know, I mean, it was like the ultimate weapon.
I know even when I saw it in the attic, I thought, oh, wow, that was cool. So,
See, the cool thing about a bazooka was that, you know, unlike a rocket-propelled grenade, this thing, when you shot something, it actually detonated on impact, which is what made them really valuable. A rocket-propelled grenade can hit a tank, bounce off it, ricochet 20 feet, and blow up that way. I mean, a single guy can take out a tank with one of these. That's pretty impressive.
yeah.
So how's it work?
This pulls back. I think it's like spring-loaded. And you take one of the missiles and... do you want to shoot it, or...?
Yeah, let me check it out. So you just pull the trigger now?
Yeah, it should be ready to go.
All right. Hey, Pops.
Damn, son!
Oh, you all right? I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it harmless. I'm sure my dad will be all right after he cries it off for a few hours. But this goes to show you, toys have come a long way in the safety department in the past few years. Any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
Yeah, I mean, this is like 50 years old, still all the original box, so I think it's really a unique item. If I left with 500, that'd be a real good day.
Okay. I'll tell you what, man. Let me call a buddy of mine up and see if he can give me an idea of what these are worth.
I don't know, you might want to call a doctor for your dad, too. I don't...
He's a tough guy. I'm sure he can take it. Let me give my buddy a call, man. I'll be back in a little bit.
To have somebody get hit with it, I mean, your first thing is, who's going to sue me? I hope he's okay, and I hope this doesn't screw up my deal. What happened to your eye, man?
A Ripco bazooka.
Yeah, that's full of fast.
You're a little Corey.
At least we know it works. No, I'm not responsible for any of this, am I?
The equivalent to the Rimco bazooka nowadays would be a kid playing on his PS3 or Xbox. Kids in the old days would have played outdoors in the neighborhood. When Rimco came out with this, they had a whole line of toys. It was all like jungle, guerrilla warfare, and they had everything from guns to knives, helmets, canteens. You named it, they made it. I mean, this was in the Vietnam era. Kids were seeing images of war on TV, and kids wanted to emulate that through toys. This would have been on everybody's Christmas list in 1962. Everything looks like it's here. You mind if I take a closer look just to see what we got?
Yeah, just don't load it, David.
It's very uncommon to see these in good condition. All this here is cardboard. Well, this is cardboard, this is plastic. So you're outside playing with it, you leave it outside. It's very easy to rain, get dried out or ripped or torn. Really, really nice condition. When we look at the inside of the box, we got all the missiles here. We got the brand new target. We got the instructions. That should make it a lot easier to sell down the road.
So what do you think it's worth?
Well, after looking at everything, seeing that it's 100% complete, you got all the original paperwork, in this condition, maybe in the 4 to 450 range. Pushing it a little bit, but you could ask 500 for this piece.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Put some ice on that, man. Take care. I was really excited to see this toy in the condition it was in. It's a great piece, and I hope the guys buy it, because if they do, you should have no problem selling it.
You heard my guy. I can realistically expect to sell it for $500 on a good day. That being said, I can't pay you $500, otherwise I make no money.
Yeah.
I'll offer you around $200 for it.
Yeah, I'd really like to get closer to 500, so.
$350, man. That's the most I'm gonna pay you for it.
Think we could meet in the middle?
No, we're not. $350, man.
$375, come on. Everything's intact.
God, this guy over. All right, dude, you know what? You beat me. All right, $375. There we go. Dad, you want to write him up? No. I'll meet you over there. $375 is a decent price, but still a little more than I wanted to pay for this death trap. And on top of that, I'm sure my dad's never going to shut up about the black eye. We have a World War II German Enigma coding machine. An Enigma. These are amazing. I've seen pictures of them. I've read about them. I've never actually seen one in person. This thing was responsible for the rise and the fall of the entire German war machine. Where in the world did you get this? My father and I have an Enigma museum, and we treasure hunt. This thing won't make me understand women, will it? That's an Enigma. During World War II, if a German commander wanted to send a secret message to his troops out in the field, this is what he used. And the Germans thought this machine was completely unbreakable. I'm surprised any of them survived. Not many did. There are 3 that I know of in the United States on display right now. One is at a science museum in Chicago. One is at the NSA's Crypto Museum in Washington. And one is at the International Spy Museum. At the end of the war, they would destroy these in the field rather than let them fall into the hands of the enemy. So more often than not, they are in horrendous condition. Now, this one right here, you mean you actually found it and attacked? No, this machine has parts that have been replaced. Okay, so these are extra rotors. That's a reproduction box with 2 rotors. Okay. This thing is so incredibly cool. Cracking the Enigma code was one of the top projects of World War II. It took years to do it, but in the end, it did save millions of lives. I really want this thing, but I've never had one in my shop. I need someone to look at it. I'm out of my league here. And how much do you want for it? $149,300. That's an odd number. I think it's a fair price. My big problem is, I've seen them sell for $200,000. I've seen them sell for $30,000. You look at them, they all look the same. So I'm going to call on a friend who knows
We got more
a little bit more than I
fish.
do about these things. And
Honestly, don't even know what to do with these fish.
all right. Hey, what's up, man?
I don't.
What do you got?
Yeah, no, that's not storage. He didn't give me a lot of storage. Sad.
The coolest thing about these things is that they named it the Enigma. Right. That's what I named them.
I do have a dog. He's an idiot.
Okay.
My name is Will Willis. I'm a former Army Ranger and Air Force pararescue
I'm
man,
just
and
gonna
I specialize in military items.
put
The
those
hardest
in
part of being in the military
here,
for me
put
was getting a haircut every
those,
week.
that,
Nothing like having a baby slick head for 4 years
and
makes you
then
think
we're
that
gonna
hair's
go
kinda nice.
collect
It's one of the
sand,
coolest things
babes.
ever been in the shop. It really is.
Yeah, it is a really cool thing, and it's really significant when you talk about being able to encrypt your messages to your generals and your soldiers. You know, having a machine like this that allows you to send those messages in secret
Please work.
is really a critical thing. And it was critical to us,
Yep.
the Allied
Awesome!
forces, to be able to decipher these messages. And
Love that.
encrypted the machines, they shortened the war
Grab
by 2
some of
years.
you.
Yeah, this is like uber nerd
Less
cool.
scared
It
of the
really is.
sand.
Germany's foreign policy was to conquer the world during World
Oh,
War
I had
II,
the coordinates
so
backwards.
making them believe that their
Yeah, no, we're
messages
literally not
were
even very
encrypted
far
in
from
secret
this
was critical
biome.
towards winning that war in a shorter period of time. So which parts were missing when you found it?
The warning plate and the rotors.
Okay. Do we have matching serial numbers throughout?
Do not.
Okay, so how many rotors match the machine itself?
None.
Okay.
A serial number wasn't what drove the process. The rotor number was.
Just curious.
Serial number
Not
times
gonna
price.
go.
Okay.
far. There's a jungle over there.
These things are all over the place.
Okay.
Right. The most expensive one went for over $200,000.
Unironically, kind of close to spawn.
Matched rotors with serial numbers.
No way.
Match the machine itself.
Is that red sand?
Have a serial number on it. We've got a
Yo!
considering what things have been selling for that are unrestored with matching serial numbers, I would price
Awesome! So I really did find the perfect freaking spot.
$70,000 altogether.
Well, I think my price is fair. Yeah, because he was asking $149,300.
Well, the most expensive one that ever
What the
sold
fuck was that?
$200,000. That one was in a movie. I think the more fair price is $70,000 for everything.
Well, thanks, man.
You got it. I think that sellers get this perception that, like, I put in all this work, it's worth way more than what it really is.
I'm going to go with Will on this one. I'd give you $50,000 for it. I can't do that. I mean, what is your lowest number? 115,000. We're way too far off. We just are. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. All right. This really sucks because the likelihood of another one coming in my shop is not good. But we were over $60,000 apart, and that's way too much ground to even try and cover. But you know what? I really did want that thing. What do you got?
What I got here is a very rare Babe Ruth Boston Red Sox team photo from his 1915 rookie season.
That is cool. I love Babe Ruth. The guy had a really interesting life. Did you know, apparently at 7 years old, he was so bad that his parents put him into reform school. Didn't want anything to do with him at 7 years old, which I think is probably bad.
Yeah, correct. I bought the photo at an auction about 7 years ago. There are only about 5 or 6 in existence of this type of variation. I'm asking $12,500. The least I'll take is probably $9,000.
A lot of people don't know that in 1914, 1915, to sign a legal document, it wasn't 18, it was 21.
Correct.
So the Red Sox more or less had to be his guardian, and I think the Yankees paid like $200,000 for him, which was just an enormous amount of money back then. I guess they thought he was that good.
Right, right.
But next thing you know, the biggest rock star, I don't think there's ever been anyone as big as Babe Ruth.
He transcends generations and generations.
And this was a publicity photo of some sort?
Correct. They put these in the newspapers. These are very rare. They tell me there's about 6 of this type 1 variation in existence. But the other one I've seen has pinholes in it.
Anything Babe Ruth from this time period is worth money, if it's real. Over the years, there's been a lot of fake Babe Ruth stuff that's tried to sneak onto my shelves. I have to be extremely careful here. And what are you looking to do? Are you looking to sell it?
I need to sell it. I'm asking a very reasonable $12,500.
Okay. And so you had it authenticated?
Yes. Professional sports authenticator.
Okay. Why in the world did you open it up? The side is open, which means you could pull the photograph out and replace it with something else.
It came straight from the auction house in this sleeve. I said I don't want it encased because I'm going to frame it.
Okay. You might have a friend look at it?
Have at it.
Okay, hang out. I'll be back in a few minutes.
You got it. He can call an expert, but I verify my information. I pretty much know all there is to know. But yeah, he can go ahead and call whoever he wants.
Man, 1915 Boston Red Sox? 20-year-old Babe Ruth.
That's right.
That is really cool. I mean, who could have possibly imagined the history had in store for this guy? With baseball being in its infancy and Babe Ruth came into the sport, there's only very few media outlets covering it, so having anything related to Babe Ruth surviving 100 years later is an amazing find. So, I mean, one of the biggest urban legends in baseball is, how did Babe Ruth get the name the Babe? The story goes back to his days when he was in the minor leagues with the Baltimore Orioles. A guy by the name of Jack Dunn kind of took him under his wing since he was underage at the time and really took care of him. So his other teammates kind of busted his balls a little bit about it, Louis Jackson was made. And they kind of stuck after that.
Cool. Here's my concerns.
Okay.
It's open. And everything I see PSA is generally sealed up.
sometimes. With PSA, you can have discretion as to whether you want it encapsulated or just a sticker. In this case, it has just a sticker on it. And looking at this one, I mean, the sticker...
He's gonna be so happy when he gets on. I didn't do what he asked me to. Well, I did half of what he asked me to.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the big question, what do you think it's worth?
I can't emphasize how exceedingly rare it is to find an image of it, especially from his rookie year, so these are actually a really big deal. And honest to man, in this kind of condition, on a good day, I'd say you can sell this for about 10 grand.
Okay. Thanks, man.
When you're talking about a photograph from his rookie season, 100 years old, there are far less of those out there than there are autographed baseballs or other items. I don't think it would last long in any retail setting.
Well, verified. Hey, what's your best price on it? What about 12,000? There's no way in the world.
How long have I been on here? Because I think I might wrap it up for the time being. I need to take a little bit of a break and hop on something else. I might stream some Call of Duty. This is just gonna be it for this Minecraft episode. Genuine confusion. Oh wait, I need to steal some of that sand back. Genuine confusion. I keep thinking that's a creeper. As to how to find the dang squids. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you guys next